How's everybody doing? I hope you guys can hear me tonight after the kerfuffle we had last week. Hey, Pat! Can you guys hear me okay? Oh no. Can y'all hear me? Oh, good. Okay. I was afraid y'all couldn't hear me. What? Oh, got the fan on. I'm trying to light my incense and the fan's on. Really? I'm not in the mood to mess with you tonight, incense. So there. There we go. Woo! Hey, Darlene. Hey, Pearl. My new background. Oh, you mean that? I was thinking about getting another new one. Hey, Ken, how are you? Are you feeling okay? You doing okay? After that dental thing? Oh, Julia, the opening screen. Oh, yeah, hubby worked hard on that. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. He was so proud of it. Hey, Tiki Tutu, how are ya? Yeah, hubby worked hard on that. The problem was he was like trying to get it just right. So he was, I think it looks really good. Sorry, y'all. Like in slow motion today. Oh, thanks, Pat. Yeah, he's proud of it. I'm not one of those people that, like, I'm not good at that kind of stuff. That's just not me. That's like in the same box with like being crafty, which I'm not. I write music, I write poetry. That's about it. Like, I can't do all that crafty stuff. That's just not my thing. I wish it was, but that's more of his thing. Like, he's really good at coming up with stuff. He's like really artsy, you know. He plays the drums, he plays the guitar, he writes music, he does like everything. He's really good with computers, believe it or not. Just kidding, honey. Yeah. Okay, can I get a reading, please? Hey, Pearl. I am not going to do a reading on here because this is my time to relax. It's been a busy week and I'm leaving for vacation on Monday. So if you email me, I'm like up to the 28th with readings. So if you email me like after September 28th or somewhere around there, then I'll be glad to get you set up. Oh no, you bought the wrong kind of clove oil. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh, of course, Ken. I felt so bad. Like last weekend, you should have just said, I'm out of here. I don't feel good. I would have been fine. Like, yeah, dental pain is the worst pain ever. So I get it. Thanks, Tiki Tutu. I can't wait. I'm meeting my sister in Vegas, and me and my sister, we're just a bunch of knuckleheads when we get together. We just laugh the entire time. And she and I can't take a selfie for anything. So anytime I meet her in Vegas and we try to take a selfie, we end up just doubled over, cracking up laughing for like a half an hour, you know, it's where we can't function. And we're just screaming and people are just looking at us thinking, wow, they're drunk, you know, and of course we're not. We just have a blast. So, yeah. Yeah. So, and I've missed her. I haven't seen her since, I think the last time I saw her was January of 2019, I think. Yeah. So, and we just have a blast. Like, even when I fly out to Kansas City, you know, she and I go on these road trips and we just laugh the whole time. We just have so much fun. She's 10 years older than, or no, 8 years older than me. I'm 10 years older than my brother. So, you know, I was still fairly young and she, you know, got married and moved to Kansas City. So, you know, she and I didn't have like a really close relationship. I mean, she was always, you know, she would always send me presents for my birthday and Christmas, and she always called, but you know, we just weren't close because there was such a big difference in age. And so as we've gotten older, we just laugh. Yeah, and the virus came, exactly. I mean, I'm really hoping, I saw something that, so Vegas hasn't been like really busy, you know, which is good. And I guess they're supposed to open up the bars Sunday night, but they're still keeping the nightclubs shut down. So, you know, a lot of people go there specifically for the nightlife, for, you know, partying. We go there to watch shows and to play slot machines. And since there's no shows open right now, we'll just be doing a lot of playing the slot machines. So it'll be fun. But I mean, she and I have a blast. It doesn't matter what we're doing. It doesn't matter. You know, we could do absolutely nothing. We just have a great time. So, yeah. Yeah. I know. It's so weird, isn't it, Ken? Like, you know, and my brother, I'm 10 years older than him. And, you know, of course, now, you know, I mean, I feel bad because we're not, like, real close. But, you know, he lives in the Midwest. I live here. You know. Hi, Tiny. How are you? So, yeah, it's like, you know, he's a guy. And he's so much like my dad. Like, you know, he's just really passive. You know, but I did, 3 years ago, my sister and I were going to meet in Vegas. And I said, hey, our brother's never been there. So let's do like a sibling long weekend. So my sister and I got there. And then the next day, our brother got there. And then he was there for like 2.5 days, and then he left, and then we stayed for like another 2 or 3 days. And I mean, we had a blast, you know, and I discovered that my brother's a lot of fun. Like, if you give him a beer, you know, he's a lot of fun, you know, but I've never seen that side of him because I don't spend that much time with him, you know. Hey, Kim, how's it going? Yeah, it does make a big difference, Pat. Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry. Did you start the recording too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I was just checking.
Yeah, on the other thing I did.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Yep, I did.
Hi, everybody.
Hubby said hi. He was coming to check on me. Wow. Yeah, it's, you know, it's strange. I think probably the only thing that got my sister and I close was when our dad died. You know, it just broke her heart and it broke my heart, you know, and I think that was like, I think that's what started us like waking up and realizing that, hey, we could die tomorrow. Like, we needed to do something, you know, and it's been good since. So, aw, that sucks, Ken. Yeah, I saw you said I could. He's watching. I think he's watching. What?
Ruth Ginsburg died.
Oh my gosh! Holy. Yeah, I remember. Oh my God! Hubby just told me Ruth Bader Ginsburg just died of pancreatitis or pancreatic cancer. I mean, the poor lady has been through. she's had two different types of cancer. She had a stroke. I mean, God bless her. Wow, that sucks. Wow. I'm leaving. Oh my God. I'm flying out of BWI, which is in Baltimore, right? So I think my plane leaves at like 7:10 a.m. And because of the coronavirus and all this crap going on, they've changed my flight. So initially I was supposed to fly out at 6 a.m. and I was supposed to get to Vegas at like, I think it was like 10 a.m. Is that right? I think so. Now, no. I was supposed to get there at 9 a.m. Now I don't fly out till after 7 and I don't get there until after 11. So they've like they changed my sister's flight a million times. It's crazy. I'm just praying I get there because who knows what's going to happen when I get to the airport. Hi, Maggie. My sister does. She has, she's very intuitive and like, you know, she'll know who's calling before the phone rings, that kind of thing, you know. My brother, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't know if, I feel bad. I've never like sat down and had like a conversation. So I don't know if he just kind of stuffed it because there were a lot of years when I did, like I stuffed it, you know, so I don't know. Good question. Okay, my sister's 6 years older than me, and my brother's 4 years older. We are all very close. Oh, nice, Kim, nice. Yeah, Pat, she was. I mean, she had her hands in everything. She was like, and she's another one that she just did a lot of things for women. You know what I mean? She paved the way for women. She really did. I mean, yeah, it's just sad. You know, it's always sad when you lose somebody like that. I figured she'd live another 20 years. I mean, you know, she's beat so many illnesses and so much. I'm like, she'll be fine for another 20 years. But that daggone pancreatic cancer, man, that stuff is horrible. My friend's husband was diagnosed with it. He was dead in like 5 months. My father-in-law was diagnosed with it. He was dead in maybe not even 2 months, I don't think. It's horrible. My hubby's biological dad is still alive. He's had like a bazillion things with his heart. In fact, he has a bunch of stuff coming up this week. And then he lives in the Midwest. So, you know, that's the next thing is I got to get hubby on a flight out there to spend some time with him, you know. And then hubby's stepmom was diagnosed with breast cancer. This is her second type of breast cancer. But I guess they did surgery and she's all good. So, and then my hubby has to go this week. He has to go have his, you know, routine cancer checks. And he's going to do that while I'm gone, which kind of sucks, but I can't go in with him anyway. I mean, you know, there's so many rules now and yeah. Oh my goodness. From Chicago, but now I'm in Colorado. Oh wow. I know, Tiki Tutu. It's horrible. I don't even think hubby's stepdad lasted 2 months, to be honest. I think they knew something was wrong. He went in and his doctor said he was fine. So hubby's sister said, no, you're going to see my doctor. So she took him in immediately. Her doctor was like, there's something seriously wrong here. Sent him for the tests. The test came back. And then he wasn't doing good like a week later. He ended up in the hospital for a couple days. And then he came home, and then it was a couple weeks later, he had hospice and he died. He went into a coma, never came out. Horrible. Oh, it's Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's a justice like in our highest court here. in the Supreme. Wait, is that right? I'm like brain dead all of a sudden. I can't. Yeah, she's like a chief justice, like a. Yeah, she's way up there. They rule on, you know, when laws have been passed from, you know, local court to this court to the general to whatever, and then up to Supreme Court. You know. God, I'm so bad. I was raised in this country, and I don't even freaking feel like I know how the daggone justice system works here. It's so sad. Yeah, Supreme Court. You know, people in this country, let me tell you, the people that come to this country and then when enough time goes by, they can, you know, go on to take their test to become naturalized citizens. Well, I had a friend who was working with me at the food pantry. She came in one day and she's showing me paperwork and the stuff that she's studying to become a citizen. And I looked at the paperwork and I said, "You've got to be kidding me." I said, "I don't even think I couldn't pass the test. I could not pass the test. I could not pass the test. I'm telling you." I was like reading this, and I mean, she knew the stuff. Like, and I was like, this is pathetic that I don't even know this stuff. And I was raised in this country. Like, come on. So yeah, anybody that becomes a citizen of the United States, they're a good person, because let me tell you, if you can pass that daggone test, you deserve to be a citizen, because I guarantee you 90% of everybody in the U.S. could not pass that test if they had to take it. I'm telling you, it's hard. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Has everybody's week been good? I'll tell you, my week has been really good for the most part. It's been long, though. It just, you ever have one of those days where you just feel like the day is just going on and on and on? Which, look, I don't have those very often, because normally it's the exact opposite and the day goes like that, right? But I don't know, like probably in the last 2 months, I've had like 4 or 5 of those days, and I'm like, oh, I'll look at the clock and I'll be like, wow, it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, when it feels like it's like 5 o'clock at night, right? So I don't know what it is with me, but I think it's because the time's about to change. And anytime the time changes, oh, no, it doesn't change until November 1st, but, excuse me, when the time changes here, I wish they would do away with that, honestly. Whenever we do the time change in fall and spring, I cannot sleep for like 2 weeks. No lie, for 2 weeks, I'm like wide awake, can't sleep. I don't know why they do the time change thing. It just blows my mind. Right, Darlene. I'm here to tell you, I would not pass that test. There's no freaking way. Now, if I had the paperwork and I could study for like 3 or 4 months, I might be able to like skip by. But I don't have the brain like I used to. I used to be so good, I didn't have to study. I'd do well. Not anymore. No. Yeah. Isn't that wild, Ken? That blows my mind. Shelly! Hey, Shelly. Hey. Yeah, right? Extra time. I keep thinking, and today was one of those days. I was like, oh, it's only whatever time. I just kept thinking like, you know, and of course today I was washing laundry and I was working on readings. And so, you know, on days that I have to deal with laundry, I would love for the day to fly by so I could get it done quick and not have to think about it, right? Today kind of just dragged on. Oh, you don't have a time change there. You know, it used to crack me up. Oh my gosh, of course my phone rings. Honey, call your son. Sorry. That was my boy. Yeah, so my parents, when they retired, they moved to the Midwest, okay? So my brother was still fairly young, so he moved with them. So when he graduated from high school, he started off going to Evansville University in Evansville, Indiana. So he would leave his house in Indiana at 7 a.m. and he would get to school, which was an hour drive, at 7 a.m. But then when he got out of school at 3:30, when he got home it was 5:30 because of the hour difference. I told him, I said, I don't know how you keep track of what the heck time it is. Like that just blows my mind. I mean, it makes no sense to me that a small portion of Indiana has a totally different time than the rest of the state. It just makes no sense to me. I can't stand it getting dark at 5 o'clock, Shelly. I know what you're saying. I hate that. It's like pitch black. I hate that. And then in the morning at the crack of dawn, it's like all sunny. Oh my gosh. Right, Ken? I agree with you about the driving test. I 150% agree with you on that one. Definitely. Oh, thanks, Shelly. Yeah, I didn't become a fan of Joan Rivers until the last few years of her life. I don't know why, but she was awesome. Like, she was totally awesome. Oh, your hubby does the laundry. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hubby would do the laundry. And I love hubby with all my heart and soul. But I don't think I want hubby doing the laundry. Because I remember a couple times when I was really sick with all the brain surgeries, and hubby did the laundry. And my stuff ended up, like, my shirts were, like, this big. After that, I was like, I don't care how sick I am. I'm doing the damn laundry. Yeah. I only like the time on Christmas Eve with big flakes falling and hot cocoa. Pat, I will agree with you on the hot cocoa on Christmas Eve. I am not a big fan of snow. The first 30 seconds, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's really pretty. And then after 30 seconds, I'm like, okay, get it out of here. Because then I have to go shovel. And I'm not a cold person. A cold weather person. See, what is wrong with me today? Like, I'm just brain dead. I can't stand cold weather. The only time I want to be cold is when I'm sleeping. When I'm sleeping, I want it to be freezing cold. Unfortunately, hubby, in the wintertime especially, cranks the heat up to where I swear I wake up in the morning and I feel like I'm hyperventilating because it's so hot in my freaking house. And our bedroom is up on the 3rd floor, so it's like really hot, It's horrible. Let's see. My mother, father, and brother had some doctor. They all died. Complaining doctor said they were fine too. I don't trust doctors. I feel you, Pearl. I feel you. My dad should still be alive today, but stupid ass small town doctors, gotta love them. Yeah, that's true, Ken. You're right about that, but it's just so annoying, I just hate the time change. Hey, Ocean Wave, how are you? We do wish our lives away. That's so true. I'm actually a pretty content person, other than I can't stand snow and cold. Other than that, like, I'm pretty content, Yeah, you taught him how to do it. Good for you, Kim. Hi, Annie. How's it going? Yeah. It's kind of weird here. Like in DC, several, like 3 years ago, we had back-to-back blizzards, Last year, we had one slight dusting, and that was it. And it was pretty warm, like, the entire winter. The year before that, I think we had one snow where we got like 2 inches, and then another snow where we got like 4 inches, and that was it. So, through the years, it's been, we don't get snow every single year. It's kind of weird now how it is, but. Me too, Ken. If I could go move to Arizona or Nevada, I'd be so happy. I wouldn't move to California because California is just all kinds of messed up right now. But I wouldn't mind Arizona or Vegas. No, I could never live in Vegas. That wouldn't work. Nevada, though. Somewhere in Nevada would be fine. Oh, that's true, Darlene. I guess it's not too bad there, huh? Oh, there you go, Pat. That's the way to do it. What in the heck was that? That is so weird. Just saw something weird out the window, y'all. Probably just losing my mind. Don't mind me. Oh, wow, Shelly. You grew up in Indiana? Too cool. What part? Tiki, you should see Scotland. The pictures of Scotland. Oh my God, that place is, oh, I want to go. So beautiful. Okay. Isn't that how it always is, though? Yeah. People are, look, I remember when I was young, my aunts and uncles would, come out and bring my cousins, and they were so excited, and they wanted to go sightsee at all the museums in DC, and I'm like, really? Because growing up, at least twice a year, we went to the Smithsonian Museum with school, and then anytime we had family come in, we ended up going to the Smithsonian, going to whatever, all the museums. And so all my cousins were like, you are so lucky you live there and you can go there whenever you want and you can see the White House and the monuments. And I'm like, I was like, just let me get out of this town. Oh gosh, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Annie, you poor thing. Oh, that would be scary. There was a UFO caught on tape today. Wow. Wow, Balmoral, that would be so pretty. Oh, Lebanon, okay. My family's in Washington, Indiana, Shoals, Lagodi, like that area. Darlene. I'd be that person that would be out there cracking up laughing watching everybody spin out. Yeah, true, Pearl. I know a lot of people feel like that. Oh my gosh, Ken, you want to talk about preparing for snow? Okay, this is how pathetic it is out here. If it snows, if they're calling for like 2 inches of snow, all the schools shut down. That's how bad it is out here. Because on a normal day in the Washington, D.C. metro area, people don't know how to drive. And it takes an hour and a half to go, 15 minutes. So when it snows, it's horrible. It's horrible. And you would think they would know how to take care of the roads by now. I mean, my gosh, but they don't. They don't have a clue. Oh, here, let's see. Oh, wow. Everyone's stopping on the highway to see it. Wow. You like to shovel snow? What is wrong with you? Oh, Evansville, yeah. My brother went to Evansville U, and then he went on and got his master's from IU. So, yeah, we know that area. Yeah. They don't know what they're doing here. They don't know, oh, should we put down salt? Should we put down sand? They just do whatever and dump it out there, and it never works, so.
Swap with Ken for a week. Swap homes.
Yeah. Hubby just said, swap homes with Ken for a week. Definitely. Come on, Ken. You want to come out here and I'll go to Scotland and live your life for a week? I don't know. You might. No, you'd be all right. You could do tarot readings.
Are you going to ask those others?
Yeah. Yeah, I will. has to snow 6 foot to shut down anything. Wow. Yeah, it's hysterical here. It's funny. Even when it rains, there's accidents all over the place. People can't drive in the rain, let alone the snow. Good Lord. See, Maggie, you know. You know. Ugh. Wow. Life swap. There you go. Yeah, I didn't see that about the UFO. Holy crap. I actually had an experience one time. Let's see. I was trying to get to the airport to pick hubby up. He was out of town for work, and his flight had been like delay after delay. And then he was in LAX, and everybody heard gunfire, and so everybody ran. So they like evacuated the whole airport. It turned out not to be shots. It wasn't anybody shooting. It turned out to be something else. I don't know. But so as a result, he wasn't going to get into town until like, I don't know, 1 a.m. or something. So I'm driving to get to the airport. And as I'm going, there's a car next to me. And I'm looking up to my left and I'm like, what the heck is that? You know? And I'm like watching it. So as I'm coming down the road, it's coming like, you know, towards me, I guess, forward towards me. And I'm looking, trying to figure it out. Well, I see there's a guy in the lane next to me, and he's doing the same thing. Like, he saw it too, right? Anyway, it was unbelievable. I stopped my car. I mean, you're talking, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Nobody was on the road. I stopped my car, and I watched. And I was like, holy shit. And the guy, oh crap, bracelet just came off. And the guy in the car next to me, he put his windows down, and we were both talking like, are you seeing this? You know, it was wild. That was the only time I'd ever witnessed that. And it was crazy. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It was just crazy. I don't know how else to explain it. So yeah, so I can understand, you know, when people say they've seen a UFO, like, you know, some people are like really dramatic about it. I can understand that. Shelly, yeah, I'm up to September 29th now, I think, or 28th, something like that. I got a lot going on. And we're taking off a week, you know. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's bad here. Pat, you're so funny. Oh, God. Yeah, it was insane. It was insane. You know, after the fact, I thought, I probably should have got that guy's phone number, you know, because it would have been cool to talk to him, like, after the fact and see, like, you know, if he saw everything that I saw, you know what I mean? Or if he noticed something I didn't notice, you know? Because, you know, when you see something like that and you're stunned, you're just kind of like I was like in shock. So I'm, you know, in the driver's seat of my car, like, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? You know, because of course I've always believed that there's life out there, you know. So it was just strange, like, you know, and I'd read how, you know, people go into shock sometimes and stuff, and I'm thinking, oh, they're the biggest wussies that ever walked. and then when I see one, I'm like, you know, I was just like tongue-tied, like, and the guy's like talking to me, and I'm like, you know, it was crazy. Yeah, I don't know where that UFO was at. The one I saw, it was like, I guess that's considered Chantilly. I don't know, like Chantilly, Virginia. It was down from Dallas Airport. So I saw a UFO in daytime. Wow, Darlene. Yeah, this thing didn't make any noise. That was what was so bizarre. Because I was close enough to Dallas Airport that it would be nothing to see planes, right? But this thing, there was no sound. And it was low. It came down low and there was no sound. I mean, it was crazy. Wow, really, Pat? I can't wait to look it up. I'll have to check it out. Ugh. Don't you hate? I just hate anything dental related. Like, why, God? Why? No, just kidding. But you know what I mean? Like, that's one of those things that if I could go and have a conversation with God, I would say, excuse me, sir. Hello. Hi. Hey, what's up? Why on earth would you give us these things that cause us so much horrid crap? That's what I would say. Maybe not in those same words, but just kidding. Hey, Annie. I'm telling you, like, I couldn't have peed my pants if I wanted to, though, because it just literally, like, it's just, you just feel like you're, like, stuck there. I don't know how to explain it. I stopped, and so did the guy next to me, And fortunately, it was, I don't know, 1 o'clock, 1 something in the morning, so there was nobody on the road, but it was insane. Yeah, cloves normally taste amazing, but unfortunately for you, I like the taste of clove. Definitely. Wow. That's crazy, darling. I believe you. I mean, there was a point in my life where I definitely believed in that. I believed that there was life out there, but then there was a part of me that was like, you know what I mean? Just like thinking, oh, I'll never see anything like that. That's insane. And why are these people acting so stupid over seeing a UFO? But then when you see one, and you realize the magnitude, you know what I mean? I mean, because think about it. For every UFO that flies over, how many people actually see it? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Wow. My sister-in-law's house is in the woods. She gets these ginormous beetle bugs that are like this big and all this weird stuff. And I'm like, because she moved from like the city to the country. So I was like, yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know that I could handle the big ass bugs like that. I don't know if I could handle that. Oh my gosh, you guys, guess what I had tonight? Greek food, and it was amazing. It was so good. I have a half a piece of baklava calling my name. Hey, Miss Baxter, how's it going, girl? How are you? I believe you, Darlene. I think there are a lot of people in this world that think, oh, there's no way that's true. That's not possible. But once you see it, like, because I've always felt like it was true. But then there was always the part of me, wow, I'm this old and I've never seen a UFO, so they're probably not real. You know what I mean? Like, but then when I saw it, I don't know how to explain it, but it didn't make any noise, and I was just like, it was like I was in shock or something. It was bizarre. It was bizarre. And if the guy in the car next to me hadn't stopped and seen it, I would have thought I was losing my flipping mind, you know? So I was grateful that he stopped, you know, because I was like, okay, I'm not the only moron out here. He's really seeing this too. It's really happening. You're not hallucinating it. Yep. The government released those. Yeah, there's a ton of them, right? That pilots witnessed the UFOs. I will tell you this. So somewhere pretty far down on my list of people I'm going to be reading and doing videos for, excuse me, one of them was about a blimp that disappeared. I can't even remember what year. But the weird thing was, as soon as I saw it, somebody had typed it in the comments, and as soon as I saw that, like, I was seeing some weird stuff, right? So I was like, every week as I do readings, I'm like, oh no, am I any, I don't want to, because there's a part of me that doesn't want to do that reading. Like, you know, I'm afraid of what I'm going to see, you know? People are going to be like, oh, that Victoria chick, she's a lunatic. She's gone nuts. Look at her. You know what? I hadn't had Greek food in forever. And I said to hubby, I don't feel like cooking. So, yeah, he ran and grabbed Greek food. And, oh, my God. It was so good. What did I get? I got the, what is it? How do you say it? Spanakopita? The spinach and phyllo dough pie thingy. It was nothing but carbohydrates, and it was so good. It was amazing. And then I had a salad, and then I had, of course, pita bread. Mm-hmm. And I have half a piece of baklava waiting on me. Did I say already that I have a half a piece of baklava waiting on me? I'm so excited. Pat. That's what it is, Ken. Like, you just, it doesn't seem logical, you know? Oh, this can't be right. I can't be seeing what I'm seeing, you know? Yeah. It's crazy. Julia, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard that, and there's a place, I'm going to do a video on it, but there's a place in the woods, and a lot of stuff happened there, and I actually went there, and I don't know that I believe that. I mean, I hate to say that because then, you know, somebody I'm sure will prove me wrong, but in my experience, I don't think that's true. Okay, so, let me tell you. So my son got a new job, and he's having to commute from where he lives to his new job. And so, you know, it's like 45 minutes, whereas if he lived here, he would be at work in 10 minutes, right? So this last week, he stayed here and went to work from here. Well, so he says, Mom, me and my girlfriend, we're going to save money for the next couple months so we can move in together. And I'm like, okay, that sounds great. And he's like, so can I move back into the house so I can save money? And listen, I love him, okay? And I'm happy that he's moving back in, you know? I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know. You know, hopefully it'll be okay. I mean, I'm sure it'll be okay. I just know him and his dad, they argue a little bit. But I think, like, the last week that he's been staying here, like, I think I've seen a big change in in their relationship to where I think it'll be okay. But I don't want to get like, I don't want to get like, if they are arguing or having issues, then I'm going to have to step into the middle of it and be like, okay, we can't have that here. And then what happens? You know what I mean? So don't get me wrong. I'm totally happy that my son's coming back. I've missed him, not being here and occasionally showing up. You know what I mean? Like, I've missed him being around. So, yeah. I just hope it works out, though. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's true, Tiki Tutu. Y'all, you and Ken, yeah. I mean, this particular area that I'm talking about, there were many demons there, and it was, yeah, demons can voice themselves however the heck they want, so, yeah, I need to do a video on that. You're right, Ken, I need to. Add that to my 700 other ones I need to do. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so... You're right, Kim. Yeah, there definitely needs to be some ground rules. I mean, he's a good kid. He's clean and sober. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do anything bad. He goes to work and he's a good kid. But it's just, when you've had your house, like, to yourself, and then it's just an adjustment, I guess. But, I love for him to come back. Like, I've missed being able, because when you go from cooking for a family down to cooking for two people, it sucks, I'd rather cook for a big bunch of people, So that's one good thing. I mean, and he can save some money, and having his girlfriend can get a place, and that's a good thing, because she's a good girl, and they're both really good for each other, so... I don't know, Julia. I don't know if it's... I don't know. No, it's not that. I mean, it's not that at all. Look, I was 17. I moved out of my house, and I swore I would never move back into my parents' house, and I never did. But that was me. Me and my mom were like oil and water. Me and my son are like best friends. He's my best friend. I mean, you know what I mean? So... True, Ken. Very true. Kathy. Yeah, John Edwards. I definitely think he has a gift. His gifts are different from mine. I remember watching stuff of his, and like, if a spirit gives him a red rose, then that means the spirit's trying to say to the person, I love you, so he gets... I mean, I get a lot of my stuff in symbolisms too, but when it comes to direct messages, I usually can hear it clear, But I definitely think he has some good gifts. Yeah, for sure. I agree, Ken. Sometimes I just want to be alone with my dog and my cat. Just kidding, hubby. Animals are so much easier to live with, aren't they? Thank you, Kathy. I think he is. Yeah, I think he is. I actually just had a bunch of emails today with a young girl that was asking me, like, what happens to people when they're gone, and, is God real, and heaven and hell, and, and she was so cute. She was like, do you have any pointers to where I can transition when the time comes? Oh, heck no, Ken. That would not happen. I love his girlfriend to death, but I could not have 4 grown adults in this house. I would have to kill myself. No, I would kill myself. I just go outside a lot. I'd sit outside alone a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Tiki. I hear you. So true, Kathy. Oh my God. I always said this. I would take 10 boys over my one daughter any day. I love her. I've always loved her. Girls are so hard. Ugh, girls are so hard. But I look back on like how I was growing up. And I actually got to tell my mom that before she died that, you know, I just said, I'm so sorry. I totally get it now. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's true, Ken. That's crazy. You were disappointed, Tiki, with John Edwards, really? I mean, here's the thing, okay? So I have like a really good friend of mine, and she wants me to come out to Baltimore where she lives, and she wants to invite all of her friends over and have a psychic party, right? She's like, oh my God, we'll have a blast. We'll have drinks. I'll pay for you to stay in a hotel. It'll be fun. You know, Believe it or not, I don't like being in the limelight. It's a hard thing for me to make these videos. I kind of like being in the background. I don't like being in the forefront, And so, with that being said, for me to go to her house, and even though I love her to death and I feel completely comfortable, I met her because hubby was on business and I went with him so I could walk around Baltimore while he was working. And we went to this restaurant to get dinner that night, and she was working there, and her dad came to me. And I started telling her what I was getting, and she just like teared up. And she's like, oh my God, my dad just died recently. You're talking about my dad, And we just clicked. Well, to stand in front of a large crowd of people and do readings is a hard thing for me. I could see where it would be tough for John Edwards. I could see where it would be tough for any psychic to do that. I mean, John Edwards has a lot more practice than I ever would have, because you would never catch me, in front of 200 or 300 people doing psychic readings. I could, and here's the thing. I have no problem getting up in front of crowds. No problem. I was on the debate team. I was good or decent. I was pretty good. And I have no problem with public speaking. But when you put my psychic abilities in front of all those people, it's like overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a personal thing to me. So being in front of hundreds of people, it's just, for me, it's just overwhelming. Now, if you put me in front of hundreds of people to talk about something else, I'd be fine. But to do psychic readings in front of hundreds of people, wouldn't happen. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I left my mom's at 14 and never went back. Wow. Darlene, man, that's huge. Holy crap. Yeah, wait, Pat, the blimp story. I've got a ways before I do it. I have so many people in front. I mean, ugh. Take you to do. Really? I know how I was, So, girls are hard, man. Girls suck when they're younger. Hey, Leah, how's it going, girlfriend? My little Kiari buddy. Really, Tiki Choo Choo? Wow, that's crazy. Hi, hey you, how are you? Yeah. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. I've never heard of her, Kim. Never heard of her. Um, there's one thing that I've learned, okay? I try to keep it real, and unfortunately, there are a lot of psychics out there that it's all about their label and their title, and which, good for them. You know what I mean? That's not how I am. Yeah. I've connected with a lot of really cool spirits. I have a lot of really cool people that I've been friends with in real life, and that I don't talk about, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I just think a lot of times it becomes about their paycheck. You know what I mean? Like when Sylvia Brown, somebody said she was charging $800 for a psychic reading. $800. What? Like, I know Chip Coffee charges like $300, which, look, who am I? Okay. And maybe one day I'll get a psychic reading from Chip Coffee, I'm not trying to downplay any of them. You know what I mean? But I have a tough enough time charging people for readings that there's no way I could tell somebody it's going to cost them $800. But I've read story after story after story about people that were so desperate to connect with their loved ones that they paid. And then the psychic would come up with some more BS and they'd pay some more. And it was all just a scam, Yeah, I don't know. Oh, demonic attachment. It actually really is a thing. But you know what? It's a lot less prevalent than what people, like a lot of times people automatically assume, if they have a spirit in their house and stuff goes flying through the air, then they assume that, oh, that's an evil spirit. It's trying to hurt me. You know what I mean? When in the majority of the cases, that's not so. A lot of times they're just trying to get your damn attention because they have something they want to say, So, wow, I commend you, Darlene. That's awesome. You're a strong chick to be able to go through that. Kathy Sylvia Brown, yeah. Somebody was saying that on here a couple weeks ago that she had just gotten like so greedy. And I was telling the story. I went to Vegas and she was supposed to have a show at the Excalibur, and so my sister and I met in Vegas and we were going to go see the show, and we got there and they like canceled a bunch of shows, and then I got like an email, I don't know, a week or two later that she was no longer having the show there in Vegas, and she had like a 5-year contract. So I don't know what happened, but then she passed away, like 2 years later, a year later, something like that. So I liked, like, some of Sylvia Brown's books were pretty cool. And she was like right about a lot of things that, she wrote about in her books, or anyway, from my perspective. But like when she would go on, was it Montel Williams' show? I was always like, really? Some of the stuff she was like, really? I don't know. You know what, Ken? Somebody on here had said that, and I had actually heard, here's what I had heard. So prior to mentioning it on here, I had heard that each person had to fill out a form of like who they wanted to communicate with. I was like, what? You fill out a, what? So she could look at a form and say, oh, Susan James, you want to connect with your mother? Oh, she's here. I mean, really, seriously, like, When I heard that, I was like, really? I don't know. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut because I'm going to connect with Sylvia Brown one day and I'm going to get some answers from her, girls. I'm going to find out for sure. Because that really ticks me off. Like, because there was a point in time when I thought very highly of her because so much about what she said about psychic abilities in her books I could relate to. Yeah. Yeah. That is sad, Tiki Tutu. But that's what happens, though. You know? I mean, Chip Coffee, I think his is like $300. And you have to tell him up front who you want to connect with. Which, okay. Okay. So, I have had many, many people through the years that have said, oh, I want to connect with my mother. She died. I need some closure. And I wish that I could guarantee that, but I can't guarantee that. I can try to call out to see if your mom can come through. I will do my best. But there's no guarantee, right? So when other people, and I'm not just coming down on Chip Coffee, so that's not what I'm saying. More power to him. If he has that ability, more power to him, right? But here's what everybody doesn't get. Like, out of my list of hundreds of spirits to connect to, okay, all you guys see is the ones I do connect with, and you see when I do the videos, right? There are many that I haven't been able to connect with. You know, they go on my little on hold list. And, I'll come back around maybe like every 6 weeks or something, and I'll try to connect with them again. If I get through, great. If I don't, great. But if he has the power to do that, then he's probably worth $300 for a reading. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wish I could do that. I can't. I can't. I don't know. And I'm not trying to be like a bitch about it. Like, I'm really not. I'm not. I just don't have those abilities. If somebody else truly, honestly has those abilities, then more power to them. But do you really think any psychic truly has the ability to on command call someone and they just poof come through? Do you think that? Because I don't think that. But maybe I'm wrong. Hell, I'm one person. Maybe I'm wrong. And sorry that I'm cussing. Sometimes I get a little... Okay. Let me get caught up here. I had lost my mom, dad, son, and my son's father in a short time. Oh my God, you poor thing, Kim. Holy crap. Yeah. Right, Pat. Only the rich can get readings, Oh, wow. That's awesome, Pearl. That's awesome. But you know what? Okay, so we're joking, right? Ken, you joking about only the rich can call their dead relatives. But there's psychics out there like that. Okay, so I had someone send me a direct message on Instagram. I don't know, this was 3 months ago or something. And this person was really upset. She really, so her fiance died, okay? And I guess she was told that her fiance committed suicide. And she said, she was staying home pregnant while her fiance was working, okay? So she was like, I don't have any money. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do. She's in like a really bad place. And I was like, oh my God, So I was able to connect with him. And I connected with them, and then she had like 4 other spirits come through. And, you know, I sat there with her and gave her, you know, a decent reading. And, you know, she wrote me back for like, every week for like 4 weeks, she wrote me back saying how horrible she felt that she couldn't afford to pay me. And I said to her, I said, because she had never been to a psychic. She didn't really understand about psychics. And I said to her, I said, because she was like, I feel horrible, I haven't been able to pay you. And I was like, look, a psychic reading isn't based upon being paid. I'm like, what comes through, whether you pay me or you don't pay me. You know what I mean? So I was like, don't feel bad at all. Oh my gosh. I was like, just, you know, don't feel bad. You know, if you want to do something, go tell people to watch my YouTube channel, you know? But I felt so bad for her because she was just like, but she said, like, you know, it was so cathartic for her. She was able to heal. She was able to see things from a different perspective. And, you know, and she needed that. And I was trying to explain it to her. It's like, okay, as a person with these gifts, you know, who am I? I'm just this little thing in this huge world. So who am I to say, oh, you don't have money to pay me? Then I'm not going to connect with your spirit. You know what I mean? Like, who am I? Excuse me. So, yeah. So these people, Sylvia Brown apparently was one of them. You know, she let it get to her head. It became all about money. Yeah. I hope it doesn't happen to other people. And, you know, it bothers me too sometimes when I see shows with psychics on there, you know, when everything is basically just about, you know, it's just to get ratings. You know what I mean? So it's not real. Like, a lot of it's not real. It's fluffed up and, yeah. Now, are there times when you can come with me to the grocery store and I get a message for somebody that's standing in line? Yeah, it happens all the time. You know what I mean? And again, who am I not to tell that person, right? So I do, you know, and I've had many looks and, you know. But, you know, usually then they're like, oh, wow. When I give them the message from their loved one, they're like, oh, holy crap. You know what I mean? So what are you supposed to do? If you're in the line at the Piggly Wiggly getting groceries and a spirit comes to you, we supposed to walk over to the person and say, oh, hey, listen. Yeah, hi. So I just got a psychic message from your sister. I know, right? But here's the problem. You need to pay me first, honey. You know, because I can't work for free. You know what I mean? Like, and unfortunately, I think it got to that point with Sylvia Brown and maybe some of these other psychics to where it was all about the almighty dollar. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. What am I missing, y'all? Channeling Eric. I keep forgetting to watch him. You know what? Y'all, I have so many people to watch on YouTube, it's insane. But I do really want to check him out. And I had a dream the other night. Oh, let's talk about that for a second. So I had a dream the other night, and I woke up, and immediately I knew it was one of those dreams. And it didn't, like, make sense to me necessarily. Okay, so fast forward, I go back to sleep, all that. Get up the next morning, and I'm like, and I was thinking about the dream, right? I went to get on YouTube to check my comments, and it popped up in, you know how they say, like, oh, like, what the hell, y'all, can't talk today. It popped up and said, like, you should check out this channel or whatever. Well, I didn't realize, but I'm not subscribed to Sloan Bella's channel. And it popped up, and it was a video where she was at the location where her son was killed. And immediately, you know, I had goosebumps, and I was like, oh my gosh, that guy on the motorcycle, that was her son. Yeah. So Anyway, I emailed her. I haven't heard back from her yet, but I did email her. I don't want to go into the dream, but yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, apparently she did have to book him to come through. Oh, I didn't hear about the mining accident, Pat. Yeah, I agree with that, Kathy. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Oh.
What's going on? Is
Yeah.
you burning incense or something?
I was.
It must be what it is.
What?
Just smelling like smoke.
Oh, it was the incense. It was a different kind of incense that I was burning.
Burning my eyes.
Oh no, really? Burned your eyes? That's crazy. Maggie, yes. Yes. Or if I'm like, if I go to like, okay, let's say a person went missing, and I go to their house, just being in their surroundings, I can see a lot better. Yeah. That's a huge too. No, Dave, she didn't get that right. Let me tell you a little story about that. That actually came from, everybody said it came from Sylvia Browne's book. It came from a completely different book. It wasn't Sylvia Browne's book that it came from. I can't remember the book it came from. But if you research it, that was just like, that's what everybody was saying, but it wasn't real. It wasn't real. It wasn't really from her. Aw, thanks, Kim. Thanks, Ocean Wave. Thanks, Tiki Tutu. I am very blessed. I know that. I'm very blessed. Aw, thanks, Pat. That's so sweet. Oh, did you get an answer, Kim? Thanks, Kathy. You are too, girlfriend. All right, y'all. I just hit the wrong button. Oh, there it is. Hey, Jennifer Knight. Welcome. Isn't that weird? But you know, I'm the first person that will tell you God, the universe, whoever, whatever you want to call, puts certain people in our path for a reason. You know? Good, Kim. I'm glad you found out. I get you, Tiki Tutu. I mean, I've gotten to a point, you know, to where I do charge for my readings. Now, if it's a case, then I'm not charging. You know, I kind of look at it like if your child's missing or your loved one's missing and I can step in and help some way, you know. But for like private readings, I'll charge for those. But yeah, I don't feel comfortable charging, yeah. Yep, spring forward, fall back. I hate the time change. That's what I do, Tiki Tutu. I tell people when they want, personal readings, I generally say when it comes down to payment and all that, I say, if you can't afford my payment, then you pay me what you can, And I always try, if somebody pays me the full amount, then I always do at least 1 to 2 readings for free for people that can't afford it. So, because I feel like, yeah. You know what? I don't know if I helped Sloan or not. I hope so, but I haven't heard back from her, and I know she's got to be like slammed right now, you know. So when I hear back from her, great. I just, you know, I don't want to bother her, you know. So I did email her, but I'm not gonna like keep bothering her. But a lot of times, you know, a lot of times what happens is when I have those dreams, you know, whatever information I get, generally, okay, so let's say I have the dream on a Monday night. So on Wednesday night before I go to bed, if I'm thinking about that dream, then a lot of times I'll have the dream again. And generally, if I have dreams repetitively, then I'm given like more and more information as time goes on, if that makes sense. It doesn't always work like that. It doesn't always work that I have multiple dreams, you know. So I'm hoping maybe I'll get some more information as time goes on. Yeah, that could be very well be Ken. Yeah, I agree, Pat. When I was watching that video of hers, I felt like, you know, she's just on an adrenaline high right now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just got to keep her in my prayers. Yeah, Ken, that really does happen to me. That's real life. Yeah. But here's the thing, you know what? And this goes back to how certain psychics say, pay me X amount of dollars and I'll connect with your dead grandma. You know what I mean? That brings me to that, okay? If every psychic in this world had that ability, you know, a big one comes to mind. Joe Pickler. If I had the ability to 100% just connect to him and say, I need to know where you are, I need to know this, and this. You know what I mean? Like, his family would have had closure, right? So I don't understand psychically how you can say, oh, you want to talk to your dead sister? Okay, hold on. Okay, here she is. You know what I mean? Like, there are times when I'm able to do that, for sure. But there are more times that I can't just, you know, like that second, just connect. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times people think that that's how it works. And you know what? If I'm standing face to face with somebody, it may very well be that someone that they love that has recently passed away will come through. There's a good probability that could happen. But to be able to say with 100% certainty, oh, if you want to connect with your dead mother, oh, sure, yeah, I can connect with her. No problem. I guarantee. Really? Why are there so many kids missing? You know what I mean? Why are there so many cases if that's possible? And look, I wish I had the ability. You have no idea how bad I wish I had that. Because I can think of 3 families right now. If I had that ability, I would get on a plane and fly to 3 different families and say, here's your child, here's your closure. Here's this person, here's your closure. Here's this person, here's your... You know what I mean? Like, you know, if a psychic tells you, oh, you know, the readings I do for people doesn't affect me. How does it not affect you? You know what I mean? I don't... That's another thing that I have a really hard time with psychics. Because there are many, many times when I do readings when I'm fighting back tears. And they're not fake tears. They're very much real. You know what I mean? So, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I think I might do that. Aw, thanks, Pat. Let's see. There's no history of any psychic challenge or psychic-related videos watched on my end. I know how I go. Wow, well, for some reason, Jennifer, you were supposed to be here. And you know, this Look, our Friday night lives are awesome. It's all a bunch of really great people that are supportive and loving. You know, we don't have a bunch of BS going on. We're just talking about stuff. You know? Yeah, it's true, Ken. I just like Friday nights to just be able to talk to everybody. You know what I mean? And even when the time comes, if the time comes that I have a million followers, I'm still going to do these little Friday night things, you know, not with a million people, but we'll do like Zoom meeting or something with, you know, with you ladies and gentlemen and yeah. Yeah. But I do want to do, but listen, I do want to do, I was thinking about doing a live reading for somebody, like maybe on a Wednesday night or something, you know? I was thinking about doing that. Hubby brought that up to me. He wanted me to do it on a Friday night. And I'm like, I kind of like just hanging out on Friday nights, closing all the spirits, you know, trying to keep them calm and at bay so I can just relax and chill out, you know. Yeah. Fake senators. No, that couldn't happen. Politicians are perfect, aren't they? They're perfect people. Oh, Tika Lewis, yeah. Mm. Yeah. Aw. Yeah, I don't want to. That's why hubby was like, y'all need to email me your email addresses so that I can always, I want to keep everybody, like our little group together. So if we have to, we'll do Zoom meetings or something, you know. Can you imagine? I can't even keep up. There's 19 concurrent viewers, and I can't even keep up with 19 people. Could you imagine? No. Did you already tell me about Amy Fry Pitson, Kim? Let me look. Hold on. Because y'all know I got my handy dandy little list over here in my little notebook. All right, I have like 17,000 pages, so let me see. Holy crap, I need a database, hubby. Oh my gosh. This was insane. Wow. Y'all. Am I ever going to get all these done? I don't know. I had to start writing on the back of a page. That's how many names I have. All right, I'm going to put Amy down again because I can't find her. But that doesn't mean she's not on here. I have so many daggone names. Hey, honey.
All right.
What's that?
These people need to email you.
I said that.
Well, they need to do it.
I just said that. Late.
If they,
You're slow.
I'm just saying, if they wanna be your friend.
Hubby's like, they need to email you. I'm like, I already said that. I just said that. What the heck? Slipping. He's slipping. He's slipping.
We need to track people who have readings done. We need to track
I know.
these 19 people because eventually you're going to have 20,000 people.
I know, honey.
And we're going to forget these people.
That's just what I was talking about.
I don't want to forget these people.
I know. That's just what I was talking about. You're late.
All right. But these are the people that are the foundation of your, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
Finding UFOs and whatever else you're doing.
Yeah. That's awesome, Pearl. You know, and like I said, I totally believed in her abilities. I think it just, later in life, just became about money. I think that's what happened. No, I totally love my Friday night lives with you guys. I'm not stopping that. That's not going to stop. Julia, I am so far from famous. You emailed me, Kim? You emailed me and didn't get a response. I don't know why. That doesn't make sense. Bye, Pearl. Take care, honey. Yeah, Kim, email me again. VictoriaPaxton.psychic@gmail. I won't forget you, Pat, I promise. That's right, Leah, the OG crew. Hey, Erica. Yeah, did you send me your email like last time we talked about this, Erica? Really, Kim?
I have a question for Kim.
About a week and a half ago. What?
What's Kim's email address?
Oh, yeah. Kim, what's your email? Oh, she might not want to say it to the whole world on here.
Okay, but, I mean...
Hold on, let me look. I'm going to look because that bothers me.
I mean, but if we don't know her email address,
But I'm
we
going to
can't search.
look.
If we search for Kim Brothers, it's not going to show up.
Gonna look.
So...
No, see, I have all the emails right here that I keep on here so that I can refer back to them. And
But what I'm saying is...
oh my gosh, Kim, it's right here. Holy crap.
Oh my God.
I am so sorry. I keep all of my, like, anybody that emails me that talks about a reading or whatever, I always keep their email. Forgive me. Please forgive me. I don't know how I missed it. That makes me know that I need to go back and look at all those other emails because... But I'm pretty sure I responded to... Oh, Jesus God. I'm sorry, Kim. I have your email now. I'm so sorry. Ah. Yes, Kathy, I have your email. I do. I cannot believe I missed that, Kim. I am so sorry. Ugh. Oh, Tina, I was saying we want to keep like our little Friday night lives going. So if the time comes that I have millions of subscribers, I can't do, you know, a venue like this because I'd just be overwhelmed with all those people, right? So if you want to email me, if you want to be a part of like Zoom meetings. So if the time comes that I have a lot of subscribers, send me your email and then we'll set up like a Zoom meeting so we can do our Friday night lives still, you know? I can't believe I didn't see that daggone.
I can believe it. You're technically challenged.
I am technically challenged. Yeah, I'm so bad. Like he's on computers all day long, right? His job is all about computers and security and networks and databases and, you know, so he's on them like all day, every day. I'm technologically challenged big time. I suck at computers. Is it Monday yet? I'm ready to go to Vegas. Yes, please email me your email, Ocean Wave. VictoriaPaxton.psychic@gmail.com. Or if you send it to my other one in Outlook, it'll come to that one, so it's fine. You can email either one. Thank you, Tiki Tutu. I feel horrible. Like, I'm really good about, you know, but lately, oh my gosh, you guys, lately I'm slammed with emails, and I'm slammed with messages on Instagram, and I'm slammed with comments, and getting busy. Kathy, he's a big old slug. I don't take anything he says too personally, trust me. We've been married for 30 years. I think I got him. I got his number. I got him on a little leash. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I leave for Vegas at 7:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm so ready to go. But it sucks because I really wish hubby were able to get a break too, you know, but he and I went to Vegas for our 20th anniversary, and he was like, it's fun. It's okay. You know, so all the other times after that, my sister would call and she'd be like, do you want to meet in Vegas? I'm like, well, heck yeah. And then hubby says this last night, well, I want to go. You said you didn't like Vegas. Like, you know?
You got me on a leash, huh?
I do have you on a leash.
You better find that. Baltimore.
Yeah. Bye, Darlene. Have fun at the gym. Exercise for me, please, because Lord knows I need it. Yeah, the leash, right? He's over here like, you better tell them the truth. Okay. Thanks. Oh, you live in Paxton? That's funny, Pat. Too funny. You know what? I don't ever win big in Vegas, but then again, I don't go there with thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, I have my limit. You know what I mean? So, and I'm usually pretty good. If I put $100 into a slot machine and I get up to 150, man, I cash out real quick, you know? I think the last time I went, I came home with like $200 or something. The other times I spent what I had and that was it, you know? My sister, on the other hand, that girl can gamble. Let me tell you. And it never fails. It doesn't matter if we go to Vegas. It doesn't matter if I go out to Kansas City and we go to the casinos there. It doesn't matter where she goes, she wins. Like every machine she sits down at, she wins. I'm always like, how come I didn't get that DNA? You know? Yeah. So. Aw, Kim. Wouldn't that be so much fun if we all met in Vegas and hung out together? That would be fun. Come on, that would be so much fun. We would have so much fun. Kim, you need to meet me out in Vegas, girl. 40 years is too long. I'll show you a good time. You come with me. You'll have fun. Although, the last time I went to Vegas with my sister, we were there for 5 days, and we walked like 24,000 miles. Oh my God, 24,000 miles a day. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what we did. We walked 24,000 steps a minimum per day. That's all we did. We would walk down to this casino and do something, and then, let's go see the show at that casino. And so we get our tickets and go walking down. That's all we did was walk the entire time. But she and I, when we get to Vegas, we don't sleep. Like, we always, get into our hotel room and we're like, okay, we're going to sleep. And then like an hour later, I'm like, sis, you awake? Yeah. You awake? I'm like, yeah. She's like, let's go. We get dressed and we go. I mean, yeah. And then when I get home, let me tell you, we go and go and go. When I get home, it takes me like probably 2 days to like, I literally sleep for like 2 days because I'm so exhausted. But it's so much fun. And I'm looking forward to the fact that it's not like every other time I've ever been in Vegas. I think hubby and I went once. Me and my sister have gone like 4, 5, 6 times. And then I went with my sister and brother. So 7, 8 times, I guess. Something like that. Anyway, it's always been wall-to-wall people to where you're bumping into people. And the other thing I started hating is last time I went to Vegas, everybody smokes marijuana down there, because it's legal. And so anytime you walk outside of the casino, you end up smelling like marijuana because everybody's smoking it and blowing it all over, So I'm like, I just can't stand the smell of marijuana. It just stinks. But, so yeah, so I was looking at the what do you call it, the live videos of downtown Vegas and everything, and there's like hardly anybody, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna be able to, you know, go sit down at whatever slot machine we want. We're not gonna have to sit there and wait or walk around until it's free. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be fun. I'm excited. I hope I'm due a win, but I'm telling you, my sister, man, that chick can win like crazy. I mean, so we're staying at the Mirage, and we're not even having to pay for our room because she gambled and got enough points. So yeah, our room's not really cost. We have to pay, I think, resort fees. But half the time they say you have to pay the resort fees, and then they don't make you pay the resort fees. So we may have gotten a room completely free, you know? I mean, you can't beat that. You know what I mean? I know. Tiki Tutu. What is that? Every time my sister wins, I'm like, I want some of that. How come I don't have that? Oh, I bet, Kim. I bet they're awesome. Yeah, maybe we should try that sometime. Maybe that's what me and my sis could do. That would be cool. You like the smell of marijuana? I can't stand it. I'm like, ugh.
We could campaign like, you know how they're campaigning now? We can go to Black Hawk, Colorado. We can call my friend Bill. He's from Colorado. We can go skiing.
You can go skiing.
Yeah, I'll go skiing.
I'll go sit in front of a fireplace drinking hot chocolate and reading a book. You can go ski all you want.
Yeah, we'll just go from one state to another.
Yeah. Well, Kim's like, let me know. I'll come meet you. That would be awesome. And you know what? This guy over here, he would do it too.
I'll come.
He would do it.
Victoria can stay here. I'll bring my brother in Arizona.
There you go.
I'm
going to be positive. Ken, I'm always positive when I gamble. I'm positive that I'll probably lose everything that I gamble. Just kidding. No, I usually, if I go to Vegas, you know, I'll lose a little bit here and I'll get some gains. You know what I mean? Like, I usually do okay. I mean, not like my sister, but I do okay, you know.
I pray that I win, and I never win. And then last time I went, I didn't pray, and I won that $100.
Well, what does that say about you as a person?
That's pretty bad.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Aw, thanks, Ocean Wave. Thank you. Hey, Dee Dee, how's it going, girl? Yeah, he can ski all day and all night. You won't catch my butt out there. Oh, no, you got sick, Leah? That sucks. You know, that's like my biggest fear is, what if I get the coronavirus, right? So you should see, I got these packs of antibacterial wipes. That plane is going to be disinfected from top to bottom. Because before I sit down, I'm disinfecting everything. I am not taking my mask off, not even for a second. Nope, not taking my mask off. I'm going to be so careful. I don't want to die from the COVID-19.
Let's go.
I hope I win. That would be awesome. Never pray otherwise. Yeah.
Victoria,
okay. Have fun. The devil's helping out. He's so funny. He cracks me up. He's funny. He's a goofball half the time, but he's fun to hang around with. Yeah. I mean, I'm not one of these people. Oh my gosh. The first time I went to Vegas, oh my word. My sister and I met this guy. He started talking to us like he knew us, right? And we're just like, what are you doing? It was like, I don't know, midnight. And we were still walking around playing slots in the resort where we were staying. So he starts talking to us and he's telling us how his wife, his newlywed wife, is up in the room and she's pissed off at him because he's on the poker table and he started winning so he couldn't get up, right? And we're like, really? So we finally got away from the guy. We went to our room. I think we slept a couple hours. Went, ate breakfast, and then we were walking back through the casino, and the guy is still at the same table. And we're like, hey, we see it. Yeah, my wife left. He had just gotten married. They were on their honeymoon. And his wife flew home and left him there. And the sad thing is he's telling us how he had lost, I don't know how much money, but he lost a lot of money. And he's still sitting there. It's crazy. Oh, I will definitely wear my mask. My mask is not coming off my face. I don't care how hot it gets. I don't care. No way. I'm too scared. I know. Yeah, that's funny. I just need to get away. I mean, I feel bad that hubby's not coming with me, but I just need a break. It's just been a lot going on. And a lot of it's psychically, it's hard. Yep. No, exactly. It's pathetic. I mean, we tried to talk to the guy, we're like, you need to go back up to the room and like make up with your wife. This is ridiculous. And he's like, oh no, I'm winning. I'm on a winning spree, Dumb. Oh, definitely. But I'm telling you what, though, I'm like, so when my son played baseball, all the traveling teams and the AAU and all that crap, I was a team mom. And if our team had to use a porta potty, I would bring cleaning supplies. I would bring gloves and everything. And I would clean that sucker from top to bottom. I mean, it was sparkling when I got done with it. That's how the plane's going to be. When I get on that plane, it's going to be spotless. For sure. I know, right? He was just a dumb. I think that was the first time I went there. That was the same year that they had the World's Poker Tournament. So this guy walks over and starts talking to my sister and I. We're just sitting there watching the poker tournament. He ends up being this old dude. He's this old dude who has won millions upon millions upon millions of dollars playing poker. He's world renowned or something. He was the nicest guy. Came over, oh, do you want me to buy you a drink? And we're like, how are you going to buy us a drink? You know what I mean? In Vegas, you don't buy a drink if you're just sitting around. You know what I mean? Just unless you go to a bar or a nightclub. He was a nice guy, though. Yeah. I have tons of wipes. Trust me. I'm going to be prepared like there ain't nothing. You guys, I think I'm going to cut it early tonight. I have a few things I need to do, and I got a lot to do this weekend, and I'm going to miss you guys on Friday. Maybe I'll take some pictures and post them on the community page or something. And then hubby's going to upload readings for next week, so yeah. Oh my gosh, Kim, that sucks. Ugh, that would be my worst nightmare. Yeah, they supposedly are doing complete disinfection of the inside of the planes in between flights. I don't know how true that is, though. You know what I mean? So I'm going to clean it. Yeah, exactly. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. I hope everybody has a great week. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy. No, you're not working next Friday. You're off. What? All right, you guys, I'll miss you. Take care.